Hello, my beautiful friends. So, I've been working, as you know, I've been making Advent calendars, super fun, but I wanted to make a study plan for Celtic Advent. So, Celtic Advent is similar to regular Advent, but it's actually 40 days as opposed to the 4 weeks that we celebrate in most Christian churches. And that matches the Lent season, the 40 days of Lent. So, I wanted to create an interactive website, not necessarily an advent calendar because it starts on November 15th and I wanted to do a daily study. So I'm going to be doing that here on YouTube, the daily study all through Advent. But I wanted to build something. So I got the idea, like thinking about how I wanted to use this, personally for myself, not just something that I model and make for somebody else, what would be most meaningful to me. I started on my phone using my Grok app, thinking, well, Grok did the best job with the advent calendars that I made, so let me see what it can do. So I don't know why my Grok account on my laptop, it doesn't actually match my Grok account on my phone. Not sure why. So I ended up having to send it to myself in Gmail, and then I took that link and then I opened it up in my Grok of my local Grok copy, and then I was able to modify it and edit it. So it took about maybe 15 minutes from what it originally made me, and then I tweaked it and tweaked it and tweaked it. And what you're looking at is what it created. So just so that you can kind of see the engine in the background, and you can see I kept asking it questions, and there were some things that didn't work. So I would say, hey, this, when I open up a thing, I can't get rid of it. I can't type in the thing. I can't test it. So it took about 15 minutes to make this. It didn't do a great job with the graphics. I asked for Celtic symbols. It thinks is showing me Celtic symbols. I don't know if this circle, I mean, circles are, Celtic, but they're kind of universal as well. I'm sure the ancient aliens used circles. So I mean, it didn't do great with graphics, but this is good. This is really nice. You can check off if you've done a day, right? You can say that you've done that day, right? So here's what each day looks like, and I really do like this. So each day has a saint. And it starts on November 15th with Saint Makar. The theme is Descent into Winter's Womb, because remember that this is 40 days as opposed to just the 4 weeks. So we're extending the theme of Advent, and then it gives you a daily rhythm to follow, which I really liked. Rising at dusk, which I do. Face east. Grab a compass. You have a compass on your phone. You can light a beeswax candle, and you add one each Sunday. So instead of the 4 Advent candles, you'll have more than that. You're going to read the essay snippet aloud. You can also, it gives you a snippet here, but you can also search for the longer essay if you'd want. There's a prayer that's listed here. You say that 3 times. In the Celtic world, we do things in threes. You can sing or listen to the hymn. It does have links to YouTube, which I think are amazing, and they work. Something that it suggested that I thought was tremendous is mark a pebble or an oat cake with a cross and place it in a bowl to have a cairn of days. And so by the end, you'll have these 40 little stones. And I like that idea. And I thought then I might make those 40 stones into 2 sets of runes. So that was kind of cool. And then end your meditation with a circle blessing. And then there's a way for you to have there's a journal prompt and an activity that you can do. So for this first day, the essay snippet is we begin where the Picts ended, at the edge of the known world, Aberdeen's grey shore. So it's very specific to Scotland, which is what I asked it for. And then 40 days of night watching start now. And then this prayer that you would say 3 times comes from the Carmen Gadelica. I was so happy that it actually pulled from, our primary source of prayers that we have in the Scottish Christianity. God to enfold me, God to surround me, God am I speaking and thinking this night and ever. And you would say that 3 times. And then there's a hymn, and the hymn is absolutely beautiful. I never heard this hymn before. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to play a little snippet for you. I hope you can hear it. But all of the links work, so it did an excellent job with that. And I listen to a lot of music in Gaelic, so I love it. Then there's a journal prompt. Draw the exact shape of the frost on your window this morning. What promise is written there? That's a little bit artsy-fartsy for me. I'm not a big-time artist, but I do like the idea of looking out the window, so I might not draw the exact shape of the frost on my window, but I might, write about what I see when I look out the window at the morning rise. And then I asked it to add a Gaelic phrase, because I'm learning Gaelic. So this means, let me see, Sláinte is good night, blessings, good night, and Merry Christmas. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I have to look it up. Oh, wait. The English translation is right there. Look at that. Great health and every good blessing to you. And then it gives you the source. So now I can type my journal entry in here. So, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. So I can save my entry. It says journal entry saved. Hit close. Now, if I want to view all of my entries, they'll be listed here. Now, I'm just, playing around, so I can reset my journal. And I can reset my progress. If I've clicked a few of these and said that I did them, I can go here and I can reset my progress. So I think Grok did an amazing job with this. This is something I'm going to use. I have a link in the comments below if you would like to download a local copy for yourself. It's an HTML file. You're going to want to put that onto your desktop, and you can use it locally. Eventually I'll have a web page. I'll have my own website, and then I'll put this on the website. But for me, this is just something that I'm using for myself. And like I said, I'll be doing this every day starting the 15th. I'll be doing the journal prompt. I'll be talking through the Celtic lesson of the day, and hopefully that'll bring meaning to folks who want to follow this. So I'm really excited about doing this. I'm really thankful. Grok is a little bit easier to use in some ways. I mean, I've been a Gemini fan this whole time, and I still like Gemini, but I will say that Grok did a better job with this kind of work than Gemini did. So anyway, I am wishing you all the very best in light and love. Be well, stay warm, take care, bye-bye.